What's happening, everybody? Thanks for joining me. My name is Jolly, and welcome to another Whiskey and Woods whiskey review. Well, this, everybody, is our first water crossing. A little dry, but it still yet is a water crossing. I think I'm gonna wait to drink. Probably not a good idea considering this beast we're gonna have to climb, but I can stop anytime. What's happening, everybody? My name is Jolly. Welcome once again to Whiskey and Woods Reviews Whiskey. Today, we have a special young whiskey, Cask and Crew.
I'm the young whiskey.
I also want to welcome my guest today. Not only is he my guest, he's one of my very best friends. In fact, when I tell you this, that his name is Jim, you will realize that he's the guy that brought me the whiskey. Quick, short story. When I turned 40 years old, this guy, Jim, introduced me to a brand called 40 Creek. Canadian whiskey. Really good. Try it if you haven't had it. Hey, Jim.
How you doing, Jolly?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
All right. I haven't had Cask and Crew. This will be my first time. How about you? Have you had it before?
I think I may have tried it once a long time ago. So
You have any recollection?
No.
What did you think then?
it was good.
Good.
I liked it.
That's good. That's good news. That is good news. Before we start on this review, folks, I do want to give you a little full disclosure. I did not hike out today by myself. I am joined by Jim and his better half, by the way, who y'all can't see on camera. All right, y'all. Jim is by no means a whiskey connoisseur or a sommelier, and of course you already know that I'm not. However, because he's not a sommelier, it doesn't matter. I do want to let you know that Terry keeps him drinking anyway.
Let me run off. My wine's over here.
She get her wine.
Not good. I can be over here.
All right, Cask and Crew. Let's give you a little information, and let's start with who makes it, where it comes from, how old it is, blah, 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 blah. And that would be Joe Ragazzo. Joe Ragazzo is a vice president.
Ragazzo.
Thank you, Jim.
No problem.
Retake. Joe Ragazzo is the vice president of Cask and Crew. And by the way, what we're trying today is a rye. La Destra Spirits, Rochester, New York, is where they're located. Here's what they do. It's blended, actually, and what they do is they've bought some whiskey out of Alberta, Canada, which is a full rye at 51%. And then they take Kentucky corn mash of 49%, which is why they're calling this a rye. It's got 51% over the 49 for corn mash bourbon. It was released January 2017. That's why I'm calling it young. It is aged 3 years, which is another way that it's a young spirit. 40% alcohol by volume, which means that it's 80 proof. The cask is a new American oak cask charred for the rye, but it is raw oak cask for the corn whiskey. The crew on Cask and Crew is said to be named after the group of knowledgeable whiskey connoisseurs and enthusiasts involved in creating this spirit. All right, y'all. Jim, what do you say we taste this stuff?
I'm all for that.
All right.
Gotta
First, we're gonna need some nose. We're gonna need to smell a little bit, all right?
Not very vanilla. Almost nutty.
Fruit. I'm getting a lot of fruit.
What kind of?
Hell, I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur. But it's a sweet
Okay.
fruit.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Maybe cherry or apple. I don't know. But I'm getting that fruit.
I can kind of sense a fruit, almost like a cherry,
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit of a cherry lifesaver.
Interesting that you say that. That kind of hits it on the head.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go for a taste?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Now, before you shout out anything, let me go ahead and take a taste as well.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The cherry really comes out
Mm.
on the back end. You can it's almost like an aftertaste of cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get the little bit of burn and then the
Ooh.
cherry comes in after.
Cough syrup. Why do I get cough syrup?
Cherry. cough
Look,
syrup.
y'all, this is this is not meant to be a comedic type show, but I'm telling you, as I take this stuff down, now it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad taste, and I think he hits it right there with a cherry cough syrup. One of my most favorite medicines as a child, by the way.
Yeah, because it's got a bit of a burn going down,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then that cherry comes out afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what are we supposed to taste? Okay, so color
Whatever it is, it's good.
is supposed to be bright orangey copper. Okay, it looks like a penny.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit lighter than a penny. Well, maybe I look at
Okay.
a lot. I see a lot of dirty pennies. Yeah.
I said kind of looks like a penny. So we're supposed to smell caramel, vanilla, some soft oak. And I haven't smelled a whole lot of oak recently, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they say that for all bourbons and whiskeys for some odd reason.
But I don't
I'll
smell
be
any
honest
caramel.
with you.
I've had a lot of whiskeys that have a lot more caramel. There's no caramel in
Whatever it is, it's just
Not
in
that I
mass.
smell it.
Yeah.
there. Okay, palate. Spices are prominent along with caramel. They must eat a different caramel than I do.
Good point.
And then it's oak.
No, but honestly,
predominates-
I do get a little bit of caramel, just a tad,
yeah.
just a touch.
It says spices are prominent. That's a little bit of a bite,
Yep.
along with caramel. I don't taste the caramel.
I get it. I get just a little
And then
bit. Just
oak predominates the back palate. Well, oak is supposed to taste like cherries,
so be it.
so be it. And then the finish is oak continues through the finish. There's some lingering bitterness, tends towards oily on the palate.
I get dry. I am getting a dry.
Yeah. No, I can get a little bit of oily.
You do?
Yeah,
I'm straight,
but
like the driest of wines.
this is one of the ones I wonder if you add a couple drops of water,
Mm-hmm.
if that would bring it out more.
I'm sure it probably would.
But otherwise,
It's
like I
not
said,
bad.
I'm not tasting the caramel. There's some
Right.
there's some whiskeys you have and you just go, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's caramel, there's vanilla, it's buttery, it's
Yeah.
vanilla-y,
Yeah.
it's yummy.
Yeah.
This one, I like ryes. This probably wouldn't be my favorite rye.
I'll be honest with you. Prior to learning what I know about whiskeys and bourbon now, when I tasted my first rye, I was not thrilled. And obviously it was a really young palate. In fact, I hadn't even considered my palate for alcohol, period, let alone whiskeys and bourbons. And I'm saying this is a good one. I'd buy it
I
again.
wouldn't turn it down.
No, absolutely.
That's for sure.
You know, it's different from all that I've had, and that may be because I don't do a lot of ryes.
But the rye has that little bit more of a kick to it
Yeah.
that your American whiskeys or Canadian whiskeys are going to be a little bit more mellow, where the rye has a little bit more
Okay.
oomph to it.
Right.
Something behind it that's
Okay.
a little bit stronger.
Well, I'm learning something new every day.
That's my experience of it.
In fact, I have a couple more ryes on the shelf that we'll be reviewing sometime later, by the way. But I enjoy it. I really like this one. I'd buy it again. It won't be anytime soon because we're going to need to get through quite a few whiskeys before I actually spend any money to put anything more on my bottle. Jim, I really do appreciate you joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
This will.
It was a long hike out,
It was.
but
Oh
it was
my
good.
God, was it crazy? This has been Whiskey and Woods. I do want to say this. With this review that we're doing now, I am going to add a new line. It will be called Whiskybuds. Whiskey and Woods presents Whiskybuds. So be looking out for that. It won't include the same guests or the same two people. There'll be different guests from time to time. They may be a good friend. The guest may be a friend. The guest may be a family member. Could be a person from anywhere. You never know. So be looking out for Whiskybuds presents a little bit later on. Thanks so much. Once again, thanks so much, folks. This has been Jolly and
Jim.
thanks for joining us on this review of Cask and Crew. And remember, don't worry about the best whiskeys. Drink what you like, however you like it. Peace.
Good morning, everybody. We are headed out. Hopefully it won't be exactly 8 miles as we did in through the bush. However, it's probably still going to be tough. Damn, this is epic. Whew. I said epic. I figured out why I didn't remember doing this climb The last time I was here is because I didn't. It was the other way. Right, it was the other way.